Welcome to Noble Black News, where we break down the biggest stories shaping our world. Today, we're diving into a dramatic twist in U.S. Canada relations, one that started with a threat and ended with an unexpected deal. For weeks, the White House made one thing clear: tariffs on Canada were coming. The U.S. claimed Canada wasn't doing enough to stop the flow of fentanyl and illegal crossings at the border. President Donald Trump warned that billions in trade penalties were on the table unless action was taken. At first, Ottawa pushed back. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau argued that Canada was already doing its part. But behind closed doors, pressure was mounting. Then came the phone call. Earlier today, Trump stepped out of the Oval Office telling reporters he had a good conversation with Trudeau. Moments later, Trudeau posted on social media, revealing Canada's new plan. $1.3 billion for border security, new helicopters, technology, and thousands of agents. 10,000 personnel to crack down on drug smuggling and illegal crossings. A Canada-U.S. joint strike force to take on cartels, fentanyl, and money laundering. Cartels will now be classified as terrorists. A $200 million intelligence directive to expand Canada's fight against organized crime. In short, Canada gave the U.S. what it wanted: a stronger commitment to border enforcement. And in return, U.S. tariffs on Canada are now paused for 30 days. It's a temporary truce, not a long-term deal. The U.S. is watching closely. If Canada doesn't deliver, those tariffs could come back even stronger. This strategy isn't new. Just days ago, the U.S. used the same tactic with Mexico threatening economic penalties, demanding border action, then delaying tariffs. With a 30-day deadline ticking, Canada has one mission: prove that this plan works. If not, the U.S. could escalate trade tensions, and the fragile truce between Trump and Trudeau could collapse overnight. But here's the bigger picture. This isn't just about trade. This is about how nations negotiate power, security, and trust in an era of high-stakes politics. Thank you for watching. Your support means the world to us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates and stories from Noble Black News. Stay tuned for more insightful content.
Bonsoir. Good evening. Today, the United States informed us they will be imposing 25% tariffs on Canadian exports to the United States and 10% on Canadian energy. A decision that, should they elect to proceed with, should take effect on Tuesday, February 4th. Tonight, first, I want to speak directly to Americans, our closest friends and neighbors. This is a choice that, yes, will harm Canadians, but beyond that, it will have real consequences for you, the American people. As I have consistently said, tariffs against Canada will put your jobs at risk, potentially shutting down American auto assembly plants and other manufacturing facilities. They will raise costs for you, including food at the grocery stores and gas at the pump. They will impede your access to an affordable supply of vital goods crucial for U.S. security, such as nickel, potash, uranium, steel, and aluminum. They will violate the free trade agreement that the President and I, along with our Mexican partner, negotiated and signed a few years ago. But it doesn't have to be this way. As President John F. Kennedy said many years ago, geography has made us neighbors, history has made us friends, economics has made us partners, and necessity has made us allies. That rang true for many decades prior to President Kennedy's time in office, and in the decades since. From the beaches of Normandy to the mountains of the Korean Peninsula, from the fields of Flanders to the streets of Kandahar, we have fought and died alongside you. During your darkest hours, During the Iranian hostage crisis, those 444 days we worked around the clock from our embassy to get your innocent compatriots home. During the summer of 2005, when Hurricane Katrina ravaged your great city of New Orleans, or mere weeks ago, when we sent water bombers to tackle the wildfires in California. During the day the world stood still, September 11th, 2001, when we provided refuge to stranded passengers and planes, we were always there. And Americans, including the American president himself, were taking action. We launched a $1.3 billion border plan that is already showing results, because we too are devastated by the scourge that is fentanyl, a drug that has torn apart communities and caused so much pain and torment for countless families across Canada, just like in the United States. A drug that we too want to see wiped from the face of this earth. A drug whose traffickers must be punished. As neighbors, we must work collaboratively to fix this. Unfortunately, the actions taken today by the White House split us apart instead of bringing us together. Tonight, I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods. This will include immediate tariffs on $30 billion worth of goods as of Tuesday, followed by further tariffs on $125 billion worth of American products in 21 days' time to allow Canadian companies and supply chains to seek to find alternatives.